My spiritual name is Heru the Jedi Adeleke. That means the crown triumphs with the strength of a king. So my business is Heru, which by itself means liberator, king. So I want to liberate the people through food. I was vegan at one point, and I was just looking for some fresh food, and I noticed I didn't have that in my community. So you notice in St. Louis, 850,000 people in the metro area don't have a sustainable, healthy produce within a half mile of their community. And even if you are lucky to have one in your neighborhood, which I got a Snooks that's close to me, but it's different. Like as you go further out towards the suburbs, you can compare the one that's on the west side, and that's Richard Union. Then you go to one on Lindell, that's totally different. And then you go a step further and go to Clayton. Man, that's awesome. Like in Clayton, then you can go to West County. Like, that's like the best. And you want to we want to eat dragon fruit too, and experiment different stuff. Not that you assuming that we just don't want it or something like that. Just let us try it out. So I just started off just growing food in buckets. And when I first tasted lettuce that I grew and a tomato, I was like, wow, it tastes like this. Like I didn't even know it tastes that good. So I'm big on manifestation. So I was growing stuff in my buckets in the backyard. I sit on the porch. I had a vacant lot over there, typical city lot. I'm looking at it and I was like, man, I wonder how it look with some food over there. So I started visualizing it for real, down to the minute detail, like how the wind gonna feel through the hair of my arms, how it's gonna smell, what I'm gonna do with it. So I called Brandon Bosley. He's an alderman here. He was like, man, you can get a $5 lease, $5 for 5 years, and you can lease this land as long as you grow food. I said, all right, cool. So I just did that. Didn't really know what I was gonna do with it. I just had 3 raised beds started off, and I'm just growing stuff. Man, I'm growing zucchini. Some people over there didn't even know what zucchini was. So people walking through the alley. They're like, man, what you doing? So I was like, man, so a light bulb went in my head. Maybe if I just grow some food, people come together, they get to talking to me, and then, I get somebody some fresh produce. So I got some flyers together, start passing them out in the neighborhood. And then I got a call. I already had a relationship with Brian and Jason. They was here. They called me and it was like, hey, we starting something up here at Confluence Farms. We'd love you to be a part of it. We like what you're doing. You want to come here and expand? I'm like, man, yeah, cool. So couldn't turn that down. This is my second year now. So I do CSAs. Every 5 I sell, I donate to a family in need. I do farmers markets. I did a grant with St. Louis Philanthropy so I can provide free food for the retirement home. Sometimes older people get forgotten about, people do stuff for, the youth, stuff like that, but sometimes the elderly get forgotten. So I want to make sure that I don't forget them. I like to call myself a soul farmer. I think you are your energy in your hand. So that's even when I'm farming. I want to make sure I'm in good spirit, because y'all got to eat my food, right? And I'm touching it, I'm putting the seed in the ground, so I think my energy should be pure or good. So I really believe in that, what you put into the seed, into the ground. I just know the stuff I do, and I've been changing, it worked. I can't tell you to a science, but I know I changed my diet and started eating this healthy stuff. Everything changed for me. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, but I know I changed my habits and started eating differently. My health got better. So if they can do it for me, I believe we can do it for everybody.